Hey y'all, welcome back to the Misfit Mama. I'm Heather, your guide to authentic motherhood and homemaking. Today I'm here with my bestie. This is Anna. She's my bestie.
For a long time.
For forever.
We've known each other for so long.
Basically half my
Almost
life.
half our lives.
Yes. Which is out of control. So get yourself a friend that you've known for at least half your life. I would highly recommend it. Today we're here, we want to talk about some lessons she's learned from her fantastic life. So I'm super excited about this. Anna is deaf, living her best life. And I think you are probably one of my friends that does this the best.
Oh,
living your best life.
Oh,
so
thanks.
I am expecting you to tell us how to be you when you grow up. So go.
Well, we're going to try to give you a couple of clues so you can know where I came from.
It's like Blue's Clues.
So, it's a country in Western Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a country that has a famous tower that may or may not be leaning. We don't know.
Could go either way.
It's a country that's known for its cuisine. It's known for its bread. It's known for its cheese, and it's known for its wine. So I feel like you're really now between two countries here.
Yes.
And so what's like a good stereotype? Oh, people don't smile. They refuse to speak English to you.
Yes. And they don't get fat.
So where did I come from?
Comment below if you have an idea of what you think it might be. You want to reveal it like at the end?
I feel like it's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out. Okay, we can't keep a secret that long. Just comment below right now. Anna's here visiting for a little while, and so we've got to catch up and talk about, just where we're at in life, you guys. I mean, and one of the things that I guess has come up is this idea of sort of not taking yourself too seriously and having a more longer term perspective for how you look at your success in yourself and how you view how you're doing in the world in general. You have this different perspective from looking at it from another culture. And yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah, so I think that something that's really striking to me when I talk to my friends is how rigid they are with themselves and how much they use separate incidents as a way to define themselves, whether it's in, whatever their occupation is, whether it's homemaking, something else. And my heart hurts for my friends who say something, for example, just to be more specific, they'll say something like, I did not do the dishes today, I'm a bad mom. And I think that that's so strict and that's so rigid, again, and I think that between doing the dishes and being a good mom and not doing the dishes being a bad mom, I think there's just like a whole other spectrum that's not really defined by dishes anyway. And what I really appreciate this culture that I'm now living in is that people are really more forgiving of circumstances, and they understand that you cannot be at your super max performance all day, every day, and that does not make you a bad person, it does not make you a bad mother, it does not make you a bad employee. It's just that sometimes you have circumstances that can cause you to be, not so performant or not just on your best game. It sounds so obvious, and we probably hear this message packaged like in many ways, and yet people forget. I think they forget to just stop and say, how my performance is long term, and it's not defined by this one isolated incident. It does not brand me as like good or bad, and like what does that mean anyway?
This is your daily reminder that you are enough.
Can I give you like a specific example?
Please.
Okay, so we had someone at work who broke up with his girlfriend. And he was so heartbroken, and of course he spent his days being sad and not really producing a lot. And what struck me about the culture, so do we say what the culture is? Just to be, do we let the cat
I feel like just to make it easier for us, because it's going to come out.
Okay. So in France, in the French culture, people were very understanding of that, and they were like, hey, like, we get it. You had a personal event. it's maybe not so professional or whatever, but you are a person affected by this event in your life, and we understand that you're going to be sad, and we would like for you to try, but we're not going to say that you're a bad employee because you did not do the work that you were supposed to do because you were sad. And I feel like people get sad, people get tired, God, sometimes people get lazy, and I feel like it's okay, and we are just so here back home, we're so unforgiving of all of those things, and I think it creates a lot of stress.
For me personally, especially now that I am most of the time, I mean, working was a whole nother story. I was getting pressure from all kinds of people to perform at a level that is just unrealistic for somebody who is also alive. But now that I'm at home, I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself, right? So it's, oh, I'm a bad wife because I sent my husband a petty text message, or it's every day. Or I'm a bad mom because I didn't get I didn't sign up to do the PTA, or like I didn't get the soccer shirt washed in time, or whatever it is. There's a myriad of things that can go wrong every single day. And just stepping back to realize that, like, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of these things do not matter, and they're not really a reflection of, how well I'm doing at anything. I just got a new package from Sling, okay? Sling, you know what Sling is? Because you're foreign. Okay. So Sling TV, it's like a streaming service instead of cable, right?
Okay.
So just got a new package, it's a lifestyle package, you guys. So I have a lot of reality TV to catch up on. It's important. I can only do so many things.
It's okay to have some new interest or some, a new toy or whatever that you just want to have a little bit of time with.
Right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think we all need to also be accepting of other people's circumstances and to understand that they're not, they're having this sort of period of where they're not doing something maybe like you think they're supposed to be doing. Not because they're bad XYZ, but because maybe there's some other circumstances at play.
I think for me, how I see this, the difference play out culturally is that it's a difference in priorities, right? I think here in America, we have our, society tells you that your number one priority needs to be achieving. You need to be achieving, you need to be performing. And whether that's in your home and in, keeping every little thing clean and making sure that your kids are on the right track and all of those things. Whereas I think in a lot of places in the rest of the world, probably France included, it's a more holistic approach. Like, your whole life matters, not just that one aspect. And I think if we can look at ourselves and say, like, I'm a whole person. I'm not just a mom. I'm not just a homemaker. Like, I am a woman. I exist. I shake my fist, but not my hips. I wish I still remembered that dance.
There was a dance that came with this. Oh my god. It was choreographed and everything.
Wow, memories. I think if we could just take a more holistic approach to how we look at people, we could forgive ourselves for more. We could enjoy our lives more. Mm-hmm. And enjoy each other more. Like, So
yeah, don't be judgy.
Stop
be
judging.
Accepting.
Yes.
Of yourself, too.
Yes. You are good enough. You're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like you.
Take the example from the French. Have some wine once in a while and have a 4-hour conversation with somebody. It's good for you. Or water, or sparkling water. No pressure.
Or wine.
Or wine.
Unless you're like in recovery, please have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
If you are in recovery, please don't. We're here for you.
And, from my perspective, you're a great mom.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sure you're a great wife. You're a great bestie.
Oh.
So, I'm
you're
really
a great bestie.
Oh. And I think that I'm really glad that you're sort of embracing this, because I feel it's not so common to embrace this very chill attitude.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Aw. Okay, so if you are new around here, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know when we got new videos coming up. Otherwise, just keep it real.